Congratulations once again, sports fans. You got the winning wager. I'm Stan the Man with the Winning Way plan to make you money here on Sunday, September 14th, 2025. All right, this is a late Saturday night podcast, or at least recording for the podcast, and this is going to be part one of the NFL podcast for this week. All right, all these times are going to be Eastern. Let's start at 1 p.m. in Pittsburgh. The Seahawks at the Steelers. The Seahawks are catching 3.5 points. We like them in a 2-item 7-point teaser. Let's take the Seahawks from plus 3.5 to plus 10.5. Let's take the total from 40.5 up to 47.5 and go under. All right, at 1 p.m. on CBS, the Jaguars at the Bengals. The Bengals currently favored by 3.5 points. We like to take the Bengals from 3.5 down to that magical number of 3. So we'll buy a 0.5 point there. We will play the Bengals to cover that 3. We also like this total to go over 48.5 points. Another game at 1 p.m. on Fox. The Giants at the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 5.5 points. We like the Cowboys to cover that 5.5, and we like this game to go under 44.5. Do we like a teaser here? Certainly do. That 2-item 7-point teaser, minus 140 in most sports books. We're going to take the Cowboys from minus 5.5 up to plus 1.5. The total from 44.5 up to 51.5 and go under. All right, 1 p.m. on Fox. The Bears at the Lions. Lions to bounce back from their dismal display last week in Green Bay. Lions are currently favored by 6.5. We expect the Lions to cover that 6.5. By the way, head coach Dan Campbell, you know he's ticked off about the way his team played last week. Coach Dan Campbell is 51-30 against the spread. How good is that? That's the best of any coach in the last 55 years in the NFL. Wow. Okay, so we do expect the Lions not only to win, but to cover that 6.5. Another game at 1 p.m. on CBS, the Rams at the Titans. Titans are currently catching 5.5 at home. We like the Titans plus the points there, and we like this game to go under 41.5 points. On Fox at 1 p.m., the 49ers at the Saints. We have no side pick here, but we do like this game to go under 40.5 points. All right, that's it for the early games. Be sure to join us momentarily for the podcast part 2 for the late afternoon games and the Sunday night football game. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stan the Man saying be sure to be with us next time for the winning wager.